Hello underachievers! So before we get into the video, I just need to let you guys know again that I am going on tour in September, and here are the dates. It will be the best time. Currently, London just sold out, and Leeds and Birmingham and a bunch of other dates are quite close to selling out. So if you want to see me in September, grab a ticket now. The link is in the description. Go do it. I also released a new song called Worms last month, and I might have new music on the way. But before that, go stream Worms, go watch the music video. The link is also in the description, and it's very fun and very cool and relevant to today's video, so you may want to watch it because it's important. So I try not to make a habit of making all of my videos about reacting to negativity, because I know that people don't log on to YouTube and think, oh, I'd love to watch some hate videos, even if it is me reacting to and making fun of them. But when it comes to specifically hate videos about myself, I kinda do just find them funny. Obviously, in the past, there have been some videos that are just like plain unacceptable and the worst and made me feel terrible. But when it comes to the videos, specifically like the one I'm showing you guys today, I really do just find them funny. And I know for some people that is hard to believe. Like, how can you watch a video of someone saying you're the worst person and laugh at them? Because I know they're wrong. I know they don't know me. I know they just know me from the internet, and they probably misunderstand things I say as well. So they don't upset me. I find them funny. Anyway, there are just some hate videos about me that are just funny. Like, categorically, they are funny. They're funny videos. Now, before I get into the video, I really do need to just let you guys know something. I really need to tell you guys to not go and find this person's channel. I don't want you commenting on their videos. I don't want you liking their videos. I don't want you viewing their videos. There is absolutely no purpose in engaging with this person because, although they hate me, I don't think it's a good idea to go and hate them. I don't see the point in that. I'm a bigger channel. I'm gonna be blurring their face today. I'm not about, commenting horrible comments on their video just because they don't like me. That's not the vibe. I will be blocking people that I find doing that, and I will actually be disappointed if you go and comment on that video. I genuinely will. I don't want that. The point of these videos is to take negativity and turn it into something to laugh about. Turn it into positivity. The point is not to continue the cycle of hating, because we're not. It's not the vibe. It's not the vibe. So now that I've said that, please comment saying I agree. It's like signing a contract. Say, okay, Noah, I am sorry for even thinking about even trying to find the person's video. I promise I will not go and watch it on their channel. Okay, thank you. I'll wait. I don't know how long it takes to type that, but I hope you're almost done. Now, I need to provide you guys with some context for this particular video, because this is not a hate video aimed at me because I'm trans, or because I'm gay, or because I'm bi. This hate video is directed to me because of my music, so it's a bit different than usual. For some context, I grew up listening to like rock, to punk, to like pop punk, any alternative rock genre. I was obsessed with it. My mom had to tell me this because I was too young to remember it, but apparently if I got in the car and my mom didn't put on a Green Day album, I would cry. Okay, so it was my entire childhood, it was my entire teenhood, it's my entire adulthood, but as a teenager, as a kid, when I was going through some really tough times, that kind of music really got me through it. So, as you might be able to tell, I care about music, and I care about that particular scene of music. And as some of you may know, I have been putting out some pop-punk-ish music for the past year and a half. So there have been some people that have not seen me before and have just seen my music and have not liked it. And that's okay. I don't expect everybody to like everything that I put out, but I just need to let you guys know that I would die for pop-punk. I'm that kid. I'm that kid. I swear to God, I'm that kid. We had a leavers book after I finished my school, and this is what my friends wrote about me. My best quotes are, I love to think, pop punk doesn't suck, and I hate netball. And they said, in 10 years, I'll be in a crappy pop punk band, which, this was 5 years ago. So maybe I will have a band in the future. Probably not. And my friends say my likes are memes, pop punk, and not much else. Okay, so there's the context. I feel like I've pled my case. I know the ins and outs of pop punk. I know too much information. The culture, I am the oh God, I'll stop talking now. Okay, point is, we get it. He likes pop punk, okay? He cares about pop punk. Now, as you may expect, or maybe you don't expect it, there's a lot of gatekeepers of pop punk, of rock music, of alternative music, of metal music, of any kind of core music. There's so many gatekeepers. There's people who don't like new bands, don't like new sounds, don't like it when people experiment with new sounds, okay? There's a lot of people that get pretty angry and very territorial and, passionate about gatekeeping music. Usually when I release a song or a music video and I'm posted by Rock Sound or Kerrang or Alt Press or any page like that, there will no doubt be a bunch of comments from maybe men in their 40s, men in their 50s, just commenting stuff like, this isn't real pop punk, this isn't metal, this is garbage. So I'm very used to that kind of reaction to my music, and I'm so fine with that. But a few weeks ago, I found a young gatekeeper who was angered by my music. So today, I will be reacting to that video, and again, don't go search for it. I'm going to be showing you the entire video here. There's no need to go and look for it at all. It won't impress me. I'll think you're annoying. Okay, so the video is called Why I Hate Noahfinnce, which obviously, when I saw it, I got a bit excited. I was like, wow, okay, let's go. But the video is 1 minute, 19 seconds long, which, maybe that is enough to convince you to hate me, or convince me to hate myself. So, let's get into it, let's go.
Okay, let's talk about this guy.
Okay, 4 seconds into the video, I feel like this is a strange format for a hate video, right? It's portrait mode, and it looks like this person is walking through school, either school or a house. There's a pull-up bar. It seems like school tiles on the ceiling. So, we're dealing with a school child. Okay, so again, be nice. I'm watching this video because the things he says about me are funny.
Noahfinnce, whatever his name is.
This is an absolute classic. Not just for me specifically, but I find when people outwardly tell others on the internet that they hate some person, a thing that they love to do is pretend to not care about them, or pretend to not know about them, or pretend not to know their name, or how to pronounce it. It seems that in the title, he has managed to spell my name correctly, and I also just feel like, if you don't know the name of the person that you hate so much, and you're willing to make a video telling the internet that you hate them, I just feel like maybe you should rehearse a bit in the mirror, look yourself in the eyes and be like, Noahfinnce, Noahfinnce, not Noahfinance, because I understand that's an easy mistake to make. I get a lot of comments of people being like, whoa, I thought your name was Noahfinance, what's going on? Easy mistake to make, but seems a bit fishy coming from someone making a hate video about me. How much can you hate me if you don't even know my name?
Now, I'm usually a pop punk guy, you know. I like, you know, modern pop punk as well.
This guy is usually a pop punk fan. He likes modern pop punk. Great, we're part of the same community, we vibe together, we could meet at a Neck Deep concert and have a great time in the pit, okay? This guy likes pop punk. That's how he's starting this video. He's saying he likes pop punk. He's a pop punk guy. He's wearing a Panic at the Disco beanie. They're not pop punk, but, you know, they're part of the scene. They're pop punk adjacent. So, you know, what kind of pop punk music does he like? I feel like he's gonna give some examples.
I'm on the whole ride with, you know, Olivia Rodrigo.
So here's the first point of this video where I was maybe a bit like, I should have expected this before, but somebody making a minute-long video about why they hate me probably doesn't know their shit. But no hate to Olivia Rodrigo. I think she's an incredible musician. I think she's a great songwriter. I think she's so cool, and her songs are great. But if you really like pop punk, and like the first person that comes to mind when you think about pop punk is Olivia Rodrigo, I feel like maybe you don't like pop punk as much as you think you do. And this is not an attempt of me to gatekeep this person. Let's Google Olivia Rodrigo. So Olivia Rodrigo makes kind of poppy, kind of alternative music. There's definitely some rock inspiration there, and Wikipedia said her genres are pop, pop rock, indie pop, alternative pop. So there's no pop punk there, which is not an issue. I like music that isn't pop punk as well. Feel like that's a strange first example, but I feel like he's gonna mention more pop punk stars or pop punk stars. So let's get into it. Who's he gonna mention? Who are his other favorite pop punkers?
And even like some of the Machine Gun Kelly has been pretty good too.
Wow, this is a lot to unpack. I feel like I'm not going to unpack all of it. Machine Gun Kelly, maybe not the greatest person. Maybe has said some dreadful things in the past. In terms of his music, Tickets to My Downfall, it's a really good album. It's a pop punk album. This guy is right. Machine Gun Kelly is pop punk, and as much as Machine Gun Kelly can be a prick and kind of just says the worst things and says the silliest things and alienates himself from other members of the pop punk community, you know, he makes some good pop punk music. I know a lot of old gatekeepers, they say he's not pop punk. They say he's a poser, which of course, everybody who's doing well at some point will get called a poser. But, you know, Olivia Rodrigo, not really pop punk. I just feel like if you were big into pop punk and, you know, he said he's into modern pop punk, I feel like you'd mention bands like Meet Me at the Altar, or like Stand Atlantic, or Hot Milk, or Dwayne, just like anyone that's not those two. Okay, I'm gonna stop hopping on about that. Let's continue with the video. It's not like it's only a minute long.
But this Noah guy is just the way he presents his music and the way he puts his lyrics out there makes pop punk lyrics seem like God.
So, my music, my lyrics, the way I present myself, makes pop punk look like God. I don't quite understand that. I feel like he's trying to say that maybe pop punk lyrics aren't usually the best, but mine are so bad that I make all of these other terrible pop punk songs look good. I get the vibes that he thinks I'm making pop punk look like a joke, which my response really would be Blink-182, maybe one of the most influential bands in pop punk. They really did not really take themselves seriously much, you know, the whole like naked music video, the whole running around in their underwear. And in terms of lyrics, I love Blink-182, by the way. They're one of my favorite bands. Take Off Your Pants and Jackets is one of my favorite albums. But if we're gonna get into lyrics, I think maybe a good example would be the lyrics to Happy Holidays, You Bastard by Blink-182. You know, very respected pop punk band. So let's read them out. It's Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 presents. Christmas Eve and I've only wrapped 2 presents. And I hate your guts. I hate your guts. And I will never talk to you again, right? It's a good start. Unless your dad will suck me off. Unless your mom will touch my I don't know why I'm reading the lyrics off. I know the song. The point is, you know, pop punk to me is just about having a little bit of fun. Getting your emotions out there, talking about your feelings, and maybe just having a good time. So, you know, very interesting critique, but we'll go on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, pop punk lyrics aren't always the best, you know? But, like, this just makes him look like a freaking god, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know it, yeah, I know he's saying.
These songs that he's been releasing here and there have just been awful.
But why does this guy hate me so much? I really don't understand the mentality behind just spouting hatred on the internet. You know, just tweeting about how much you hate people, making videos about how much you hate people. It's strange to me, and especially when it's literally all just like opinion based. Because I don't think anyone cares that you don't like Noahfinnce. I care because it's funny. I care because I find it funny. But you know, he can think my music's awful. That's his opinion. I don't feel like I've done pretty well. Feel like I'm doing pretty well for myself. I just sold out an 800 capacity London show, you know? But again, that's fine. That's his opinion. He thinks my music's awful. Let's hear some examples.
You know, I got worms in my head, like, and if they're out of them, then I'm gonna be dead.
So, I don't expect his videos to be, you know, hardcore research. But I think he just tried to quote my new song Worms in My Brain, which you should listen to. But, you know, he said, these worms in my head, if I don't get them out, I'll be dead. Those are not the lyrics to the song. Should I read out the lyrics? The lyrics are, I think it's driving me insane. The worms in my brain. Change my address, change my own name, can't get away. Get away, the source of my pain, the worms in my brain. If I dig them out, I dig my own grave, can't get away from them. So, like, you know, he just, the lyrics are not that. But I feel like he's not the kind of person to understand what the song is about. The song is about childhood trauma, and the worms represent the childhood trauma. And it's kind of a song about how, like, hey, you know, this trauma is just stuck in there. And if I try and dig it out, it will trigger me. And it's difficult to deal with. It's more than just, like, worms in my head. If I don't get them out, I'll end up dead. But I wouldn't expect someone like this to, you know, dig into that.
So cheesy, it's not anything, you know, new.
So cheesy, not anything new. Please, have you ever listened to Blink-182? May I read out the lyrics to Rock Show? I will not sing them, I will read them out. Because I fell in love with the girl at a rock show. She said, what? And I told her that I didn't know. She's so cool, gonna sneak in through her window. Everything's better when she's around. Can't wait until her parents go out of town. I fell in love with the girl at the rock show. So, I feel like maybe pop punk is not the genre you want to be listening to if you don't like cheesy lyrics. I also don't know if the chorus to Worms constitutes as being cheesy. Maybe it does. Maybe I'm just entirely unaware. I don't know how many people have made songs about having worms for brains. I feel like that's new. I feel like there's not been a popular song about worms for brains. And the worms representing the trauma. We'll ignore that though. That's fine.
It is just so bad. This Noah guy just gotta pull the plug on him, man.
Just go pull the plug. Guys, if I was on life support right now, would you pull the plug? If Panic at the Disco Beanie Pop Punk Lover 2000 told you to pull the plug on my life support, would you do it? Because I'm an embarrassment to pop punk and I make cheesy music and I'm awful. I think you should do it.
I don't see why he's so popular with the modern day.
This is the thing. This is the thing. I feel like he doesn't like me because I'm doing well. He doesn't like me because my music is quite popular sometimes. Anything that is popular will get hate, regardless of whether it deserves it or not. And it's something that I've come to learn because I really took videos and comments like this really personally because I thought that the fact that people would make videos like this about me meant that I was doing something wrong, that I was doing something bad, that I wasn't worthy of, like, having a platform. Like I would post covers and they get millions of views and there'd be like 2 comments of people being like, oh, this guy can't sing. And I'd be like, wow, I guess I can't sing. But there's really no point in, like, letting that get to your head. And this doesn't obviously just apply to me. I think it applies to, like, anybody. If you have someone in your life that doesn't like you, and they're seemingly disliking you for like, no reason, I feel like that's more of a reflection of them than it is of you.
Come on, man. Just put an end to it, okay? I hate him, and this needs to stop.
That's the end of the video. I must have done something terrible. I apologize to the pop punk community for putting out music. I apologize to Olivia Rodrigo and Machine Gun Kelly for not being as good as them. That's really all I have to say. I don't know. I just thought this was a funny video, and I sent it to some of my friends, and they had a laugh. And I feel like maybe this make you laugh, because it's a silly guy. It's a silly guy saying silly things. But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. Do you also think I'm an embarrassment to the pop punk community? Would you pull the plug if you so could? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, have a good day, don't. See you later, losers. Goodbye.